Welcome everybody into the one and only IslandCraft series. And today this is going to be week 2 and we're going to be going through everyone's places to see what all changed and what was who had probably to say the biggest change done. Alright, and now we're starting always with my place, the wonderful mountain island. I mean the mountain base. Absolutely my favorite base because it's, you know, it's mine. And out here, this is where pretty much all the work is being done. As you can see, the greenhouse looks pretty much the same. Nothing really changed on there. And then over here, as we head up, we're going to see an area where this is the mine shaft here, but right there is where I will be building, hopefully, the enchantment room. I believe we might be starting working on day 5, but you'll just have to find out till the end. As we head down here, I can't wait to show you one of the bigger projects I've been working on. Now, over here, as we go, this is where I started doing the slag-type mining, as you can see here. The dripstone. I call it slag-type, but the dripstone. Right there is the dripstone where I kind of need that to get into the nether. Now here it is. I call this the underground crop fortress because up there above the greenhouse works okay. But this one, as you see later on the coming up days, it gets so much better. Now we're going to head over to Wallypup30 Base. And you can see his place has one of the most progress has been done in his place. As you can see, as we head up there, I'm going to be showing you the interior, and in the last episode I talked about how he was doing the roofs, and you'll be able to see what kind of wood type he went with the roofs. Okay, as we're flying up here, he is slowly building the interiors, but with a building this big, the interiors are going to take a while, as I'm seeing. And then look, he went mango wood roof, and honestly, I love it. Now we're doing the 360 view of it. It is so good. It's one of my favorite bases I think there is. And we're going to take a little look-see at what's happening on the inside. Well, that was the first outer building. Still the same thing. Doesn't look like much of the interior has changed. You know, he's been busy with other things. But, I mean, you could see some progress made. Like, we passed up. There's a little tower. There's some stairs over there. I don't think that was there last episode. And overall, the courtyard looks good. I can't wait to see how he's going to fill the courtyard. Hopefully with, shops with villagers and everything. Because that would look pretty sweet. Can't wait to see what's in these chests. Yeah, pretty good. Now we're over at Daddy Jrod's base. This base had probably the most progress I've seen in the first week. Let's see that top bedroom. Anything changed? Not really. And we're going to head back down. This base, honestly, the most progress, from the first time we started playing it was he was on probably every day for the first week, for sure. And now he's slowed down on building, as you can see. I do want to quickly check, though, if he actually made the enchantment room, finished it. And no, he didn't. Would have thought that would have been one of the first things he did, but it doesn't look like it. We're going to go see how many mountain goats he has, because last time a few escaped, and it does look like there's not that much in there. And we're going to go check over the wonderful cow farm, which you can see, the cow farms are a big hit with some of the people here. Now we're at Magiclke's place. This person had, I've said before, Daddy Jrod was, week 1 was his week. He was playing nonstop. Week 2. It's Magiclke Base. This place, as you see, you're going to have to stay to the end to see the amount of progress, the progress that is done here. He went from nothing on the first couple days to this magnificent base. And by the way, see the roof does change, just to let you know, because he saw the video. He didn't like how we kind of made fun of the weird mushroom cap roof. And there is some bigger changes. But as you can see, he's building kind of like a moat, it looks like, around his base. This is the dam project, Wallyworld88 Base. And as you can see, it's not bad. Not much has really changed. He's one of the off and on person. I had to zoom into the chicken because I put the chicken there last time and want to see if it was still there, and it looks like it still is. But overall, not bad. There hopefully will be some progress made later on. I don't really remember offhand if there was any progress. But you did see a little glimpse. There was, I would say, one of the bigger projects. Here it is. This is called, I don't know the name because I didn't make it. Wallypup30 made it. This is the tunnel through the mountain. It is to cut time in half. Now we're over at WallyPerson Base. She did so much building. I was actually gone the day she built the giant mushroom. I wasn't expecting that. And I remember how I said she was going for the whole foresty vibe with it. Well, this is definitely the foresty vibe, kind of the mythical vibe. And the mushrooms, I don't know if those will be giant fortresses. But as you see, as we are flying over, you're going to find out that this place, Magiclke and WallyPerson's place, go through the most changes. On day 5, you won't even recognize some of their bases. Honestly, Magiclke's for sure, and then WallyPerson is building I would say one of the best mega builds I've seen. It's not really a mega build, it's a mega dig. And that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to spoil it. You're going to have to wait to see till the end. And we're just taking a little look-see of her base. Those deep slate right there. She had to travel over 2,000 blocks away from the island to get those. 2,000 blocks. I couldn't believe it, because then when I went caving, I believe it was yesterday, I found a whole entire cave filled with them. As we can see, I have 2 already. I didn't steal them from her. Prize, and this is the top of the mushroom. It looks good. I wonder if it will be kind of like an enchantment room kind of base up there, but I'll just have to find out and wait. But I didn't realize until later on when I was recording that we are standing right on top of her fishing farm that you saw last episode. She built the mushroom over it, and I think she may be moving it into her new project that she's working on. And we're going to take a little look-see in the house to see if anything changed here. Not bad. It still looks pretty good. I don't see many internal changes to the house. I think over here, like those barrels up there look like they were added. Same with that flower thing. Don't know what that is. I think that's an automatic bone meal maker. And there's those trees. I mean, those doors, sorry. Those doors, I do not understand them at all. We're going to take a little look-see at the greenhouse. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but that greenhouse looks kind of suspicious. It looks like my design of a greenhouse, but, you know, we won't complain. I won't complain. But this farm, I did have to copy her farm design because I liked how it automatically, you know, see all the redstone there? When she presses a button down at the very end, it will collect all the wheat for her automatically. So, as you can see in the farm I built, and you're going to see later on day 2 how it gets bigger, I copied that design because I really liked it. And that roof, yeah, look, that roof looks really suspicious. That was my roof, and I don't know why she decided to take that. But over here is like her tiny other greenhouse. I was asking what it's about, and it looks like it's just for the non-wheat plants, like the potatoes, the carrots, and the pumpkins. I didn't see a watermelon yet. And over here is kind of like her hidden little grotto thing. She's one of the only people I know who has nether portal access. Don't know why. I believe it's because of the stupid dripstone. Now let's head into day 2. Day 6, my bad. Day 6. And now we're on the mountain. The outdoor much hasn't really changed. There is the tree farm that you can see a new tree is there. But we're going to check down below in the caves. Project over there hasn't started yet. Down here, below the scene is where the most action's been happening right now. Below the mountain. The farm is looking pretty good. I did a harvest. Now we're heading up to Wallypup30's because I didn't really build that much that day. Day 6 was kind of boring. Wallypup30. Once again, space is looking fantastic. We're going to hop right into a 360 view here, as you can see. It is looking sweet. The roof is actually getting closer and closer to being done. That poor guy is going to have to be mining a lot. And when I mean a lot of mangrove trees. Thought at first he was going to have enough. No, he wasn't even close. He was not even close. In the 360 view, as you can see, like that open area where that little waterway is, I don't know what he's doing with all that stone. I heard he might be terraforming all that into grass and making that like a whole grassland. Now we're back to Daddy Jrod's base. As you can see, I believe there may have been some action. I can't really tell, but we're just going to do a 360 flyover view. There's still dogs on top of the roof. Don't know why. I really don't understand. That farm, no progress has been made on the farm. I repeat, no progress. I went through there, got stuck. Nothing was done. And now we're going to have one with Magiclke's place, which, once again, so much more progress. I mean, this guy, I'm telling you, week 2 is his week. You know, week 1 may have been Daddy Jrod's, week 2 is his. And now look, I can't even, like begin to describe, like, all the progress. You still got the farm underneath the house, which doesn't give it a lot of sunlight. Yes, you can hear the cows. Do not worry, I will get to the cow farm later. And look at the wall. He is building, like, his own, like, barrier. Because you saw how it was taking it before. Now he went for the flat cut and then kind of put hedges all around his base, which is looking kind of sweet. And there it is. The mighty cow farm. It went from a cow farm on land to a glass floating one over the ocean. And stay tuned, about halfway through, you're going to be seeing the full power of this farm. It's not done yet. He has the farm. But him and Wallyworld88 designed the farm itself. And speaking of him, here it is. Here's his place. There has been actual progress. I was surprised when I saw this. I have no idea what it is. Please tell me in the comments what you think it's going to be. I have no idea. This is all the progress you're going to see of his base. This is it. Because he did help Magiclke with the cow farm. But only took like a couple hours. But yeah, I have no idea the progress. I couldn't tell you what the design is. I mean, it looks like he may be building 2 towers around the dam, but I couldn't tell you. And then here's his bed. It's really not that secure of a bed. I mean, it looks good, but now we're going to have a lead person's base and just kind of figure out what all happened here. As we see, mainly, like, the interior of the house looks the same and outside does. It still looks really good. I'm loving, like, the fairy aspect and kind of the really nature aspect. But in there, in the greenhouse, is a sugarcane farm. Yours truly helped her with the sugarcane farm. Yes, I am a redstone expert, it looks like. Not to toot my own horn, but I had to help. As you can see flying over, right here where I'm kind of hovering over is kind of giving you a sneak peek of the big change happening. I don't want to spoil it at all, but stay tuned to the end. You'll see why I kind of focused over that hill above by the mushroom, because big changes happen. And when they happen fast. Now we're going to go over to the next day now. Day 7. Welcome to day 7. I'm going to kind of skip right through my place. I was kind of busy. I don't know why I didn't. Oh, right there. Maybe asking what happened. Where's the door? Funny story. Cut down a tree. Mind my own business, you know. Didn't have the headphones plugged in. Fatal mistake number 1. We were on hard mode. Fatal mistake number 2. I had my back turned. Creeper came from the hill. Blew me up. Blew up the house too. Lost all my stuff. Blew up everywhere. A whole entire mess. But I repaired. I had more than enough snow to cover up the hole. And that was all kind of hunky-dory. Now the farm, I told you. I'm not going to brag, but it's looking pretty snazzy. And it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger because I need food. That's kind of one of the reasons why I haven't been building much on top of the mountain is because I've been running out of food. A lot. And then I kind of had to move the dripstone. I had to move it because it wasn't really working. Now we're going to head over to the one and only Wallypup30 Base. And obviously, words can't describe how it always looks. Every time I see it, it's amazing. Now, I talked to him. I didn't see much change, but I did spot something. So, last episode, you can actually go back to watch it. I heard a villager. Couldn't tell you where it was. There's where the villager is. I don't know why it took me like 2 weeks to find this, but I finally figured out where the villager is. It's like his dungeon basement thing? I don't know how to explain it, where he keeps all of his rare and exotic things, like a frog. Kind of inhumane. Villager trapped in a boat. He stole them from the local village. I didn't know he had a basement. I really didn't. Like, this is a whole new aspect of his build that he's going with. I don't know why, but it was actually really interesting to see. And now you can see I struggle. I struggle getting out of those holes. But this is the castle. The roofs are slowly being made progress. And I did talk to him. He said that the basement is getting closer and closer, and nothing happened. You can even hear the crickets. Nothing happened here. He failed us all. I'm checking the bedroom. I at least wanted him to design his bedroom. Nothing. That's a boo for Daddy Jrod. Now we're over to Magiclke's place. Once again, the most progress I've seen. Him, lead person, most progress. He's going for kind of the outdoor kind of open floor plan, looks like, I think. This kind of walled off area with the leaves, kind of the hedge walls, are like his like extension of the house. I don't know why he went with all the furnaces. Not my forte, but look at that. The roof is fixed. In my book, such an upgrade for the roof. I'll be honest. I love, the vines and everything around it. This is the upgraded farm I was telling you about. I know it's getting dark, but we'll deal with that a little later. This is, I don't know the name. Him, Magiclke, and Wallyworld88 worked on it and tried to build it, and now we're going to see it in action. I'm just going to let it speak for itself. I know it's a little inhumane, but with the cows, I know it works, though. As you can see the progress. So, one person you ask who that guy up there is, that's Magiclke. You stand up there with wheat, and all the cows push them into the lava. They fall down, so they get burnt, so they cook. And then the fall damage kind of finishes them off. As you can see, pretty good. I mean, that's better than wasting your swords or anything like that. It's just pure wheat. Now, let's just jump back right in. We're going to head over, do a little flyby over Wallyworld88's place because no progress has been made. But there is news. That mountain right behind you. That mountain right there, a new person has begun. And this is his base. I don't know how to explain it. I like it. It kind of reminds me of like a cliff base because, well, it's on the cliff. I mean, This is now a new person added to the realm, and I can't wait to see what he's doing. Barrels in the wall, interesting design choice. I'm glad he's not using chests because they produce a lot of lag, and I'm okay with barrels. I like it. Now, there it is. Kind of spoiled it. I wish I had a better introduction. But the mighty hole. I don't know why she built it. I heard someone told her it's a good idea, lead person, to take a giant hole so you can get a lot of resources. But I think it's kind of like her industrial section of her base. Because what I heard through the grapevine is it's going to be kind of where she stores all of her farms and stuff. And I'm like, that's kind of actually a really cool idea. We're just going to take a little look-see here and go to the next day, day 8. And now we're on day 8. I didn't do really nothing that much progress. I'm sorry, I'm really disappointing everyone. But it's the food I need. And as you can see, I'm kind of hyping up the next week after this. I do a lot of progress. I've been busy. You'll see that after I get the food, I can start building and building fast. Now, Wallypup30 Base, once again, looking fantastic. I'm just going to do a quick little kind of overview of it so you can get the grasp of how big it is. I mean, this thing is massive. Yes. He hasn't been on for a week now. It's depressing. It's sad. Boo to him. And there we go. Magiclke Base. One last 360 view of it to end the week, and I gotta tell you, it is looking fantastic. I don't think he added anything else to what I see. Yep, there's Wallyworld88. He doesn't get a real picture. He just gets a little flyby, because, once again, nothing. And the mountain base, he was only on for 2 days. I mean, the cliff base, only on for 2 days. Just did a little bit of, what I talked to him, he just did a little bit of mining and getting some resources. Lead person's base here. A lot of progress. As you can see, not really in the house. The house has kind of stayed the same. I really missed that bridge. I was trying to go for a quick, cool jump, but that really didn't work. It's about the hole. That's kind of why the theme of this video is called, Into the Depths, because here it is. It just gets deeper and deeper. I don't know if she's going straight to bedrock, which is kind of sweet because I wanted to do that. But it looks like over here is where she's putting in her new fishing farm. I don't know. I really like the copper because it makes it look all factory-like. And we're going to take a little look-see down there. I think, actually, she recently was just on because you can see the stone and cobblestone's all still there. And I don't understand the vine. But I'm thinking all of her farms are going to be in there. I'm hoping it's going to be kind of like a walled-off farm thing. But you'll just have to come back next time. You're going to have to subscribe, like the video, and tune in next time for next week's video. Subscribe.